Hey, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Brothers-in-law. If you've been following us for the last 4 years, you got to know us pretty well, and we uh, want to start out by saying we appreciate all of y'all. If you checked us out last week, you know we made an announcement that tonight would be our last show together, but the Brothers-in-law name will still continue on. I'm gonna step away for a little bit and recreate and do some redesigning, and then I'll be back on with the same message, which is again, you've been following us for the last 4 years. You know, our message is about staying calm, right? Comply, answer questions, listen, and move on. So no matter what type of officer you get, you follow that acronym, you're gonna be okay. Doesn't mean it's gonna be guaranteed, but you make it that much harder on that officer to do something stupid by following the acronym of CALM. Comply, answer questions, listen, and move on. So, and we'll do a woo woo woos towards the end of the show. But we want to get this one started. My name is Corey. I'm a former Virginia State Trooper and retired Navy Chief Petty Officer. And my co-host, Mr. Michael Bradley. What up, dude?
What's going on here? I'm a retired patrol officer in Northern California for 26 years and a 6-year Army veteran. So appreciate you guys joining us. Jesus love you, Stacy. Tone, I see on here. Thanks for joining us, and let's kick this off. We got a good one lined up for you.
Yep. As always, man, you want to stay in touch with us and see what we're up to here in the near future. Just hit us up with an email, man. I'll throw this on the screen throughout the show, so you guys can get a chance to put it down and keep in touch and find out what's next. All right. Go ahead, Mike.
All right. This happened last year around August, I think it was.
That's right.
In Florida. This was a typical traffic stop, that went south. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to take a look at the video and see if this woman could have done anything differently than what she did. You know what I'm saying? And here we go.
On August 27th, 2024, an officer pulled over a vehicle for speeding.
Hello. You're in a big hurry this morning.
Going to work. My job is over there.
Okay.
No. Yeah, it's like, what's a big hurry? It's like 45, right?
It's 45, yeah. How fast do you think you were going?
40?
No. 75. Yeah, under the overpass. 75 miles an hour.
What's that? I'm so sorry for that. I was trying to get to work. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have your driver's license and proof of insurance with you?
Yeah, there's no way. I'm 35.
And do you have proof of insurance for the car with you?
Yes, like, hold on, let me see. Yeah.
Yeah, that's registration. I just need proof of insurance. Like the ID cards that they send you, even electronically is okay.
Yeah.
If you got into a crash, what would you show the other driver that you had insurance?
Hold on. God forbid.
Well, you're doing 30 over. The chances of that happening are getting exponentially greater.
Paid for.
Okay, that's just a transaction receipt that doesn't show me anything.
You know, the actual, it's in my email.
Okay,
Yeah.
hold on to that.
Yeah.
Give me a second, I'll get you out of here.
Hey, stop it right there, Mike.
So far, so good, right?
Yeah, so far so good. This is how they typically start out, right? Speeding violation. Officer conducts a traffic stop, asks for a driver's license registration. And in Florida, I guess it also, just like California, Mike, they have to show proof of insurance as well. Here in Virginia, we don't. We just ask for your driver's license and registration. Now, she's 30 miles an hour over the posted speed limit. And she's trying to say that she was not going that fast. They was only like 45 or so, because that's what the speed limit is. Of course, that's what they always tell us. They was
Right.
but they fail to realize, you understand, folks, that the officer has two sources, a way of getting your speed. One is through stationary radar, and they have one forward and in the rear windows of their vehicles. So they're going to pick you up before you typically can see them, and especially with the LiDAR. The LiDAR is just a straight laser gun. Now, I don't know how it is out there, Mike, but here our judges actually go through a class that's put on by the state police on how both types of speed indicators work. So the judges are pretty knowledgeable about how these things work. And interesting, why I love the LiDAR so much, Mike, because that's direct. I have to point that laser at your vehicle. So if I get you, there's no discussion about it. And that judge knows, okay, if he used LiDAR, and then the judges know how the LiDARs work, not only do they go through a class, sitting class, we actually take them out on the road as well, Mike, and get the full experience of how it works. So that's why I say our judges here in the state, they're very knowledgeable how these LiDARs and radars work. So you can go in there and try and put your case on, if you will, but you better make sure you have your ducks in a row, and you're going to try to beat that, especially with the LiDAR.
That's interesting, because I'm not sure our judges go through training like that. They rely on us, the officer, obviously, but that's a good idea to have them go through the training themselves.
Oh yeah,
so they know how it works. Keep in mind, folks, a lot of discussion about radar detectors and stuff like that. Keep in mind, if radar gets you, it's going to get you at the same time that your radar detector gets you. The only chance you have is if the officer happens to not be looking at his radar at the moment that it picks you up. But it's just, think of a mirror. If I see you, you're going to see me. So that's why it's usually too late. By the time your radar goes off and you realize what's going on, the officer already got you. That's the thing about radar detectors.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. Here we go.
So I am giving you a ticket for the speeding and for not having proof of insurance with you. You're gonna get.
Yes, you be at it.
Yes,
Why?
ma'am.
Proof of insurance. I'm calling them, and I showed you that.
If you got involved in a crash, you're required to show
I'm not
proof of insurance.
involved in that crash. Are you charging me like now? Like you want me just to be upset?
No.
Okay, this is starting to go south, Corey. Now, in California, you are required to show your registration, your proof of current insurance, and your driver's license. If you say you have insurance, that's not good enough. Okay. Mm-hmm. So you have to have proof of your insurance. You can show it on your phone, because a lot of apps have the phone app now, or you show the actual card that you have, but you have to show proof that you have current insurance on that day. Okay. It's required by law. There is no getting around that. There is no, I told you I had it. There is no, I showed you a receipt. There's none of that. There is no, I showed you an old card or something. You know what I'm saying? You have to show proof of current insurance.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, hold on. I mean, okay. So Jesus Love You says, I wonder how would we know if the cop wasn't looking at his radar at the time he said I was speeding. So when you're doing stationary radar, you're using either your forward or your rear radar. Let's just, for example, I'm using my front radar. That radar, I kind of acts works like you might use a good analogy, looking at yourself in the mirror. All right, so everybody has some idea how sonar works, right? Sends out a signal, and echoes out and brings it right back to you. All right, well, that's how the radar works that we use in the cars. It sends out the signals, picks up the loud Doppler tone. So if it's a high rate of speed coming, that Doppler tone is going to emit a loud, squeaky noise, right? Real loud. And as the car goes faster, the sound gets higher and higher and sharper and sharper. And when it slows down, it goes, "Choo." So at that point, that officer is looking. Now, we go through, I think it's almost 2 weeks of lidar radar training, and we have to look at cars, and we have to guess their speed within 5 miles per hour. You literally have to do this. It's a DCJ requirement. So we have to get within 5 miles an hour, right? So as I'm looking at traffic on the highway and on the interstate driving by, I blink that car, and you see it yourself as you drive. You can look at a car and say, "Oh, that car is going pretty fast," and then you automatically look down at your speedometer and you see yourself doing 65. Well, you have to know, okay, well, they just zip past you, and for me, I count 1,001. So you for speed, you gain away how fast you gain going past me. I can guess that okay, you're at least right now 5 to 6 miles per hour over what I'm going. So I'm at 65 I'm at 65 and I'm driving, and that's okay. Well, you got to be doing at least 70, 71, 72, somewhere around there. So I'll match what I'm thinking. So I have visual, right? I identify that car. I had the loud Doppler tone, and I can use that information that I just got. Okay, yep, that's that car right there that's speeding, and then you go after that vehicle. I hope that answers your question.
And no, that's not true, Tone. Tone says the officers, is it true the officers have to show proof of calibration if requested? No,
In court.
In court they do.
In court.
That's why when you go to court, the first thing before you even start testifying, the judge will establish that your radar was calibrated and was in good working order. That's right out the gate. So you don't even testify until that is shown in court. Okay, but on the street, Tone, no, it's not. The officer doesn't have to show you anything. The officer doesn't have to show you a calibration. He doesn't have to show you the radar gun. He doesn't have to do any of that stuff because all that stuff is done in court. So there's no requirement or legal. There's no law that says the officer has to show you all those things. They don't have to do that. Now they can if they want to, okay, but it's not required.
Yeah, and I've done that. I've shown, especially I like doing it with the lidar, which is the laser gun. I really like doing that because you can lock that one in, that speed in. So you and it was cool. You can also have the speed what the speed limit is supposed to be, and it has what you're actually doing on it too. So yep. Here you go. Yeah, I'm lying, right? And so it kind of makes them, all right, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut now. But make sure now, like you said, that's before you start your sessions out there. They'll show that in court here in the state of Virginia. If you're going in there and try to represent yourself, you might want to get in the habit of making sure you ask, "Hey, Your Honor, may I see the officer's calibration?" And it's every 6 months we carry. I always used to carry the last 2 years with me calibrations because you get subpoenaed to court and things of that nature. So I always used to keep current and then 2 years. And so,
and you figure the radar guns have to be calibrated every so often. So that's a gimme right there. That your registration or your radar gun was calibrated at the time you use it.
right. So if you don't have a lawyer, get into practice of making sure you ask that question. You know what I mean? I see the officers calibration sheets, and then know what you're looking for. You're looking for the date it was calibrated, and it's that periodicity. So it's 6 months that periodicity is. So it's like twice a year we get them calibrated. Every 6 months we would get them calibrated. So because if you go in there, and I've gotten lucky. There have been times I was running late for court because I was working an incident on the interstate, and I'm flying to court and getting in the courtroom, and I forgot my calibration book, and I'm still up there testifying. Well, the lawyer didn't ask for my calibration, nor did the citizen know to ask for it. So typically, if you got a good lawyer, he's gonna know, or she's gonna know, to ask for that information before a judge, and then they'll look at it and they'll show you. But you half people don't know what they're looking at. Some attorneys don't even know what they're looking at, Mike. When you show them the calibration, I have to point it out to them. Here's the date. And they don't know. They're just looking up. Yep, because the sheet with a bunch of numbers on it, and
Right.
you know they don't know what they're looking at. So, but for you viewers, just keep that in mind. Always ask for it, because if they don't have it, Mike, then the judge would dismiss your ticket here in Virginia. I don't know what they'll do out there, Mike.
And furthermore, to Jesus loves you comment about if the officer, how would you know if the officer is looking at his radar? You don't. Tell you the truth, you don't. You have to go by what the officer says. You have to trust that the officer is telling the truth, telling you what he saw. For me personally, I know you're going 75 because I saw it on my radar that you're going 75. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to say you're going 75 unless I see that on the radar that you're going 75. You know what I'm saying? So you have to, there's a level of trust there, I guess, if you will. There's no motivation for the officer to say you were going faster than what you were going. There's no motivation. There's plenty of cars to stop for speeding. Just about everybody speeds. Okay. So there's no quotas or anything like that we have. You know what I'm saying? So you have to trust to some degree.
Well, I just remember he's got to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that you were doing that speed.
Yeah.
Right. And so how and I know we got to get through the rest of this video, but I think this is important, especially this being our last show. You know, so the officer's got to go in and articulate, hey, Your Honor, that was that person's speed. And so what does that look like real quick? Your Honor, I was operating motor stationary radar 664 south in the city of Chesapeake when I observed a white BMW traveling at a high rate of speed, matched the speed with my the Doppler tone in my radar, found it to be doing 75 in the 60-mile-an-hour speed zone. Initiated my traffic light and sirens, conducted traffic stop, identified the driver as Mr. John Smith. Mr. John Smith standing to the left of counsel in the gray hoodie. And that's how, because now I've proven everything. I've proven that, yep, that's the driver, that's the vehicle, traveling in the left lane and doing 75 in the 60-mile-an-hour speed zone. So I've proven what I did. Now it's up to you, the defendant, to say, well, no, Your Honor, it wasn't me.
Yeah. Yeah, basically that's, you know. Let's keep moving.
Would you like to listen? You ask me questions and you don't let me answer.
I'm like really irritated now.
Okay, you were doing 75 miles an hour and the speed limit's 40.
I can't be on 75.
I got you with laser. I got you at...
Your laser probably need to be fixed.
Because it is 30 miles an hour over the speed limit, you have a mandatory court appearance. They are going to subpoena you.
I'm very irritated now.
Okay.
I'm, like, you know.
I understand.
Like, for my work. And now you're causing me all this, like.
Yeah, I did not cause this. I am not responsible for your.
What it boils down to, lady, is you were speeding. I got you on radar, and just take the ticket and fight in court. If you want to argue with the officer, argue in court, not on the street. Remember that.
What do you mean I'm not responding? Like, you're not.
Your actions are the reason that we're here. You are given these in lieu of being arrested. So I need your signature on the lines. I just told you. You are giving citations in lieu of being arrested. Okay. You are required to sign these.
Can I?
No, you can call them when we're done.
No, I just.
Ma'am, I want you to listen to me very carefully.
Excuse me.
You have to sign these or you go to jail.
Give me a few minutes.
Okay.
Wait, stop it there, Mike.
I go 13. I'll need another.
So that's always that misconception a lot of people have. You know, what, I ain't gonna sign it. Well, you might want to, and it's pretty consistent throughout the country. I believe that okay, you refuse to sign, you're going to jail. Here we just obstruction, and you'll sit in jail until you get in front of the magistrate, and the magistrate will hear you out, and they'll give you. They'll release you probably on a summons and tell you to show up to court.
You have to sign the ticket. The ticket is not an admission of guilt.
It is not.
It is only a promise to appear in court. That's it. That's all.
Or prepaid. And if you believe in your heart that it wasn't, you just sign it and then go to court. I know it's inconvenience, but hey, again, like he said, he's here because of her actions. All right.
Now, Corey, I think at this point, English might be her second language. I'm guessing. Maybe she didn't understand the whole if you don't sign, you go to jail. Maybe she'll understand that. But nonetheless, she hopefully she did. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I don't know how difficult it is to understand if somebody's telling, hey, listen, man, multiple times, if you don't sign this, you're going to go to jail. This is like, you had to sign. I'm giving you the right. Because see, here in Virginia, reckless driving is a jailable offense. So she's 30 miles an hour opposed to limit speed limit. I had a right to take her to jail because it's a jailable offense here in the state of Virginia. So I'm being nice by just releasing you on the summons, lady. But you want to continue this on, and she about to find out what she's gonna get.
Yeah, real quick. Here we go. Folks, you don't get to call your lawyer or call some. Who are you calling? You know what I'm saying?
Ghostbusters.
To help you make the decision. You have to sign the ticket and be on your way. Move on.
Move on. There you go.
There you go.
No, ma'am.
A happy place comes in many colors, like one that leaves you feeling encouraged.
You sign these or you come with me?
Give me a minute, sir.
There's no minute. We've been here for 10 minutes already.
Yes, I've been for more than that. Just please give me a minute.
Ma'am.
Yeah. A minute?
Ma'am.
Yeah.
Look at
A
me.
minute. Yeah. Give me a minute.
No minute. Let's go.
Oh, what do you mean? Let's go. You can't put me off. Excuse me. Don't touch me.
Out of the car.
Sir, give me a minute. Sir, you
Ma'am.
can't do that to me.
Who is she calling?
Hello?
I think he was trying to call her a lawyer or something like. I don't.
What are you doing?
Unfeed.
What do you mean? I did not do nothing. Just give me a minute.
No, ma'am.
Give me that.
I asked you. No, we already passed that
No,
point.
no. What do you mean?
Put your hands behind your back.
No, just give me a minute, sir. What did I do to you?
I've already explained this to you.
Okay, well, let me just sign it, please.
Hands behind your back.
Please.
Too late now, lady.
Damn. We're making this far worse for yourself.
Oh my God.
Stand up. Stand up.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Mama. Don't do that.
Okay, we're gonna go to the ground then. Gently. All right. All the way down.
He being real nice.
Yeah, yeah.
What did I do to you, sir? Maybe I need to go to the hospital.
Okay,
Oh.
you can arrange that. You're still gonna go to jail afterwards.
Please leave me alone. What did I do to you? I'm gonna sign. Let me talk to my. No, sir. I do. Sir, please. Sir, I'm so sorry. Sir, what do you need me to do?
I've already explained to you what I needed from you. You refused to comply.
Could have signed this ticket, lady. Just been on your way.
What did I do?
No, she
Do you want to
didn't.
stand or do you want to lay on the ground?
Let me put my bra.
Do you want to stand or do you want to lay on the ground?
Sir,
Ma'am,
sir.
Ma'am.
Please.
we're still back to square one where you're not answering
Please,
questions.
I beg you. Sir, I beg
Tango
you.
13. You had somebody in that.
All this is drama, Corey.
Yeah, yeah. She
Nothing but
definitely,
drama.
award. She definitely getting an Oscar award for drama queen
You had the
here.
opportunity to sign.
I beg you.
I asked you 3 times.
Sir, I'm so sorry.
You chose not to do that. That's why we are here where we are now.
She really called her mama.
Yeah,
CVS person.
she watched a lot of TV.
I guess so.
It's this other cover unit.
All right, your ride's here. You're gonna need to get up. You good?
Please, I did not do nothing. Sir, I'm sorry. Sir, my
Do you have
God.
anything on you that
No.
can't go with you? Anything that'll
What's
poke
your
or stab or anything
No, why
like that?
don't take me?
Okay.
Sir, please, I beg you, sir. Sir, sir. I did
Man,
not
she'd have
do
been
that.
right at work already. Now she done lost her job, probably.
No,
Probably.
sir. Sir, please.
You do it after.
Yeah, tell him he used my rules. All right, 3 strikes and you out.
These are some really nice cops.
Yeah.
More difficult than it had to be.
Yeah, 3 strikes and you out with me, baby. I'm not playing these games.
Remember, folks, key word here is move
All you
on.
gotta do is sign the citations.
Okay, I'll sign it.
No. See, we've passed that point when I asked you 3 times and then I told you to get out of the car and you still didn't
I
comply.
told my attorney because I do not know what the
Yeah.
name.
You did not know, even though I explained to you 3
I'm
times.
sorry, sir. Please let it go.
I understand you're very remorseful.
Hold it, Mike. Hold
Anything
it.
in your pockets.
No, sir, I have nothing.
Okay.
Let me go.
You're gonna have to have a seat in this car.
What your attorney? Now, I don't know what type of attorney she's got that is at your beck and call. Like they gonna pick up. Now, I know a lot of attorneys. It's hard to get a hold of them, Joe, because they always in court. So, I mean, she must. I don't know, but
I think people get misunderstood. They have a misunderstanding. Your attorney is not the officer's boss. That officer doesn't have to do anything that your attorney says is right or wrong. Attorneys get
they're
paid.
gonna advise you to keep your mouth shut and go
Right.
with the officer.
Right. Attorneys get paid to argue your case, not the officer's case. You know what I'm saying? Your case.
Right.
Calling your attorney does nothing.
It's not gonna.
Your attorney? You call your attorney when you go into court. That's when you call your attorney. Your attorney doesn't tell the officer what to do. You know what I'm saying? The attorney doesn't shout orders or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's ridiculous to call your attorney. Call your attorney when you go to court.
Yep. They don't dictate what's going on.
No, not at all.
Can I go to the other side or we can go to that?
a seat. Sir, let me call my boss.
Have a seat,
Let me
please.
take my phone.
Have a seat, please.
I'm just
Sit all the way in, please.
Sir, I'm
Sit all the
afraid.
way in.
I'm afraid.
Sit all the way in, please.
Where are you taking me?
Have a seat, ma'am. You're only getting more charges the more you don't comply.
Oh, okay, well,
Please sit.
Inside the car.
Feet inside the car.
Sir, let me.
All the way
Feet inside the car.
Sir, I'm afraid. Sir, don't do this to me.
Oh, yeah, 1 second. Okay, turn this on.
Sir, please, sir. I'm like, I'll sign. I do whatever you want. Yeah. يا ربي دخيلك ماما.
So you probably then lost your job.
No.
Your car is getting towed. That's gonna be another $200 to $300.
Can I call my mom? Sir, please.
Well, she'll probably sign the next ticket she gets.
Can I call someone?
Say that again? I'm sorry.
Yeah, Jesus love you. She calling for him, mama.
Be able to call him from whatever you get.
What? Sir, please, sir, please don't do that to me, please, sir. Sir, where are you taking me?
Dallas County Jail.
Why, sir? Sir, please.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, what did I do?
You didn't sign the ticket like that.
I would sign it, sir. I sign it. Sir, please.
It's too late
I
now.
sign anything you want.
We're past that now.
Sir, sir, please, sir, I don't know, sir.
Let me explain why it's too late now. Because if they take those cuffs off her, what if she decides to flare up and have an anger moment and not sign the ticket anyway? You know what I'm saying? Now we back to square one where we started from. You know what I'm saying? So it's too late now. Once you got the cuffs
pick up
on
more
you,
charges.
right? Once you got the cuffs on you, you might as well go with the program and let it comply. Yeah, that's what complying is. Go with the program.
Right. And so this is the whole concept of the acronym of CALM: comply, answer questions, listen, and move on. Okay. She might have felt like she wasn't speeding. Okay, but you still comply with the officer. Hey, I need to see your driver's license registration. If he asks why you were speeding, you choose not to say anything. Cool.
Fine.
Hey, do you have anything in the vehicle that can hurt myself or yourself? You don't have to answer. You can shake your head no. And okay, fine. They go back, write the ticket, come back. They give you your driver's license registration back. Maybe sometimes I do it before it tell you what's going on, or sometimes I wait till the end when I give you your copy. Explain to you the summons. You ask your questions then. When do I have to pay it? Do I have to go? Can I pay it online? Who do I pay? Blah, blah, blah. Whatever questions and answers you have right there. Listen to what they tell you and move on. And that's it. Had she done that, Mike, she would have gone on to she still have her job. I'm sure she still got her job, but she lost a day of pay, maybe 2 days of pay, depending on how long she had to sit in jail. And you got to pay another $300 to get your car out of the pound. So that's why I came in with the acronym of CALM. It's like, come on, man, it's not that hard. Like, I don't want to take nobody to jail. Mike, I know you didn't want to take people to jail, but there are people who are going to be out there who just aren't going to do it. And they're going to go for a little ride. Like this privileged woman. She thought what are you doing? You don't do this to me. I didn't do anything. Well, she found out, like the girl from last week, that, once those handcuffs go on, the woo-woo starts. And it's too late. You're going to jail.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. But yeah, all she had to do was sign the ticket and go on. If she don't agree with it, that's fine too. Go to court. You know what I'm saying? That's what court is for. I think, Corey, a lot of people they get caught up in their emotions and they don't understand what is going on. They don't understand what the officers can do and what the officers cannot do. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to jail, you're going to jail, right? Whether you think you should go to jail or not is beside the point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
it's at that point, it's all gonna be up to the officer to be able to prove that. I mean, still get asked questions from people from time to time. They try to tell me their story. I was like, well, listen, I mean, I can't tell you why that officer did what they did, but this is what it should look like. There's two sides to every story. There's the officer side, and then there's the citizen side, and that's why you argue that fact in court. And if he arrested you on false pretense or whatever, then that's where you hand in the court and you go start your lawsuits. I mean, that's how you do it.
yeah,
And that's interesting too because I just read, I think it was yesterday, the day before, Mike, that there's some state senator in Illinois trying to pass state legislation to where citizens can determine whether that officer is acting as a reasonable officer if they're, like in this case, this lady's somebody could see it and say, oh, well, why are you manhandling like that? And then the citizens can take action against the police. And I just thought to myself, like, you got to be freaking kidding me. And of course, it's Illinois, so why should I be shocked or surprised what they do? But do not engage with the officer. Handle it in court. And if you're found guilty, it is what it is. You can always appeal it. But at least you're still alive. You're not hurt. The officer's not hurt, and both parties get to go home. That's the most important thing.
that's what's important. This woman took something so small in the bigger scheme of things. It was so small. She turned it into something much bigger because she didn't sign the ticket. That's all she had to do is sign the ticket. That's it.
That's it, man. I mean, if you know, because most people come to realization, and it's crazy too, Mike. Because a lot of time, in this example, like this situation here, like if she had just signed it and won her bottle away, I mean, most people like that will realize once they calm down, yeah, you know what, I was speeding, and they go ahead and take care of the ticket, and I wouldn't even never see them in court, right? Because they realize after it's all said and done, yeah, I was speeding, but I mean, we get it. Nobody wants a ticket, right? And you're gonna try to say it wasn't you, was the guy who cut you off, or I just dropped my apple on the phone on the floorboard and I reached down to pick it up and my foot must have hit the gas. The stories you hear are why they were speeding. It's ridiculous, but hey, whatever it is, argue it in court.
Yeah, not on the street.
Not
don't let this happen to you, folks. Don't let that happen to you. Sign your ticket and go to court if you don't agree with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And so let us know, what y'all think. Did the officer act as a reasonable officer, and was she a just being or just acting as a privileged person? I think she kind of went overboard. I mean, she brought this all on herself. Man, my hat goes off to the officer because he was extremely polite and courteous.
Hey, we gonna go to the ground really soft and gentle.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, like really soft.
Really nice.
I think with him, he probably saw like lawsuits. Like if I take her down harsh, I know she's gonna try and sue me. Right. So, he was probably like, all right, we're gonna take her down real gently.
Hey, luckily, she didn't really fight that much. You know what I'm saying? So luckily that's a good thing. But anyway, the officer was really nice.
Oh yeah. He was extremely nice, and that Jesus loves agrees with that. Yeah, I can't take nothing from like if you can't say. Part of me wants to say, yeah, this is textbook, my textbook rep, but we know ain't nothing textbook. Uh, or I should say routine. I mean, it was a textbook arrest. I mean, he handled her just right. And I always remember if the officer has to go hands on with you folks, it's not going to be pretty, right? It's not going to be pretty. I mean, it kind of was in this situation because he, he was being extremely gentle with her because
Really?
God forbid, she wants to sue the department and everything because she broke a fingernail going down to the ground. They took that extra added precaution, and he didn't have to. I mean, like, hey, you buck with me. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4 up over you now. I don't care if you woman or not. You want to make buck up with me? You're gonna get these hands, and we're gonna go down to the ground. And you're gonna go in handcuffs. But he was extremely gentle with her, and he didn't have to be. He didn't have to be, but he chose to be. Uh, but it is what it is. She got that ticket. That I say she got that love letter from the state. Uh, and we got a date on the 15th. Come to court. And that's how I always see it. So yeah, let us know. What's your take of this video? Could it calm acronym have played a role in this if she followed the calm acronym and what stands for compliance or questions listed and move on? I'm pretty confident she would have got to go on about her day. Pretty confident she would get it
gone.
Yeah, she would get it. So all right, yep. This is it. Last one, y'all.
Last one. Jesus
Last
love
one.
you. Y'all been here since day one. Tone. I see you on here. Mrs. Taylor, I see you too. You know what I'm saying? Stacy. Who else on here? Let me scan through here. Goat. Delando. I see you guys on here. You know what I'm saying? We always see you guys on here, and that was great. You know what I'm saying? That's always great. You guys keep watching when it comes back. And we'll see you on the next one.
Yeah. Make sure you hit that notification button so when we do post something, you can check us out. And again, like I said, you want to keep up with us and find out what's happening. Just hit us up at brothers-in-law21@gmail.com. Still got the website out, man. If you guys want to still help support us and get that acronym of calm out there, feel free to jump over to brothers-in-law .myspreadshot.com and pick up a t-shirt or a hoodie, still showcasing and supporting the brothers-in-law and the acronym of calm. We see over all the shows we've done, this is our 200th video tonight, the last one, 200.
I remember when we first started at this, Corey. we was some newbies. We didn't know what in the world we was doing. You know what I'm saying? And we just figured something out and put it together. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate all the hard work you did on this. You know what I'm saying? This show to make it what it is today. I appreciate our viewers for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? We don't always do it live like this. You know what I'm saying? We started off just recording it. You know what I'm saying? But we figured it out as we went along. So it worked out good.
Yeah, and to all our folks over on Facebook watching, we thank you all too. Hit us up with a bunch of love over there with the hearts and everything. Just keep going. Keep re-showing the videos out, sharing the videos out. It's important to get the message of calm out. I wholeheartedly believe in it. It is trademark, and so is the brother-in-law. They're trademark, so nobody can steal it. I mean, they can try, but I'll sue them and steal it. But this is who we are. We're the brothers-in-law, and we are calm. So always stay calm. Thank you to all our 407 subscribers out there. We love you. Thank you for showing the channel love over the years. And I think we lasted just as long as, as some of these TV shows out here,
probably longer than that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So, and if you guys know, Mike and I are best friends anyway, so he and I ain't going nowhere. We'll still be talking just about every day or every other day, along with our other brothers.
Two guys from Canton, Ohio. You know,
two guys in Canton, Ohio, on two different coasts, who both lived out their childhood dreams. Well, at least I did, of being a police officer and being in the military. So
there you go.
We bid our farewells for tonight. We want to say thank you again from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you for all the support. Good night. God bless you. Mike, I'll let you do the final say.
You guys take care. Thanks for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? See you later.
God bless y'all. We love y'all. And peace, peace, and head grease.